Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's post-match press conference. We have head coach Pascal Jansen. If we have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll go with Mark.
Hey, Coach. Mark Radigan with the New York Soccer Journal. Difficult result tonight, but when you kind of look at the stats, they paint a distinct picture and one that shows that you guys probably should have gotten something from this game. But just from your perspective on the sidelines in the attack, kind of what went wrong tonight and what kind of kept the ball from hitting the back of the net ultimately before Nico's wonder strike at the end, and just on the defensive end, really strong in the first half, but kind of let it go toward the back end of that game. Just kind of what were you seeing from both sides of the ball tonight?
Well, we didn't let it go at the back end of the game. You're trying to get yourself into the game, which means you'll probably give away some more space than you would like to. I think the first half was a demonstration of what this team is capable of doing. Unfortunately, if you see the goal that Nico makes at the end of the game, that's the only thing that was lacking throughout the game, the quality of the finishing, because we create numerous options, multiple options to score a goal, and credits to the goalkeeper as well from Charlotte, because he did a great job. But looking at our own team, we should have scored more than one goal overall. It's a tough one because you know the way we play, you'll probably keep getting some chances, some opportunities to get yourself into the game again. So conceding that second one the way we did, that was a tough one, because that means it's probably over. But you could also see, even when we conceded the second goal, the fighting spirit of this team, they don't never give up, and that's why we got the goal at the end, with maybe one or two moments following that moment. But overall, good game from our side, especially first half and majority of the second half. But quality and finishing was the difference, in my opinion.
Javier?
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
Javier City Boys. Hey.
Hi.
First 3 MLS games, you guys scored 8 goals. Last 3 MLS games, you guys scored 3 or 2 goals. Does that, in your head, does that mean you have to shift players around? Or what do you think needs to happen for players to actually start finishing?
It's hidden in your own question. The first games, there was no trouble. We scored 8 goals and we were on a run. I think if you look at the games itself, Miami and Vancouver, we didn't create as much. Miami, of course, you know, he played against the top team of the league, and it's going to be very close and very tight. You got away with the first half against Miami, but the second half you're even 2-1 up. Vancouver, you didn't create as much. But St. Louis, however, was also a game like you saw tonight, that we had multiple options and opportunities to score more goals. So I'm not really worried about that, because we've proven that we can score goals with this team, and whoever plays, because there's multiple players involved scoring the goals. It's not just one. Nico has his 6th goal tonight, which is a great achievement. But yeah, rather have somebody else score and win the goal, for example. But that doesn't worry me. It worries me once we would have continued to play in a similar way like we played against Vancouver overall, which was way below our standards, and we lost that game, rightfully so. But today it's a completely different story.
Shane?
Hey, Pascal, Shane from
Hi,
AM
Shane.
New York. To kind of piggyback after what you just said, where you said you would like someone else to score as well as Nico.
No, I don't mind who scores.
Okay. With the I guess the goal scoring problems over the last 3 games, especially tonight, would you have liked to have another option up front? I know you were asked about this a lot, but with Alonso out until summer, would you have liked to have another option to call on?
No, not really. I know where we are as a club, what we're trying to achieve. Obviously, we're trying to make sure that we have our homework done for the summer, because that's the next window where we need to do a couple of things. But like I mentioned to your colleague just now, Javier, we have guys scoring goals in the first run of games like it was no problem. St. Louis, we created multiple chances. Today, you create multiple chances. So it will worry me if we don't create these moments anymore. And today, unfortunately, the quality in finishing was below our standards because we had quite a few that we should put away tonight. And it's not only the quality of the goalkeeper, it's also the quality of finishing. But we've proven that we haven't got that problem in previous games. So we'll keep working on that and making sure that we get ourselves in a good position going forward to the Summer World Cup, and then obviously do our homework properly and make sure that we are prepared for the next window to see what we need.
Daniel?
Hey, Coach. Daniel.
Daniel.
City Boys. Wanted to ask about Kean Parks. He's been super important to this team, and he had much lower minutes this game. I wanted to just understand your decision for that.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because I think numbers can also be misleading. He had a very good game against Orlando, scored 2 goals in that game, which was an important moment for us. However, we do have to take into account that Keats is still working towards getting his own standards right again, like we all know him. And sometimes he struggles with that throughout the week. Sometimes he struggles in games as well. But we know his qualities and what he's capable of, and sometimes you have to just accept that you have to play a little less minutes in order to bring the quality that you're able to do, and then also take into account the amount of games that we're going to play in a short period of time. And that takes its toll on a guy like Keats because we all know where he's coming from. So that is a combination of things that I have to find the right balance in.
Sam, followed by Mark.
Hi, Coach. I just wanted to ask how important for the fans, but also the players, the new stadium being built right here is.
Oh, that's a massive one. Even though I think our guys, our fans are disappointed with today's result. They saw their team play with a lot of energy, a lot of courage, attacking mindset against a strong side like Charlotte. And once they leave the stadium, even with a loss, and they see outside what is being built and where we are at this moment, everybody's looking forward to really being inside that stadium. But until then, Citi Field is our home, Yankee Stadium is our home, and we have to make sure that we play to the best we can.
Hey, Coach, kind of just jumping off of your comments about Keaton Parks, Talis Magno, another guy that's coming back in and sort of regaining his first team fitness, got the start versus Westchester and had a hat trick midweek. Kind of where is he at in terms of his fitness, and can we expect to see him possibly starting in the next couple of weeks for your side?
It's always possible. If you would have asked me this a couple of weeks ago, I would have said it's less likely to happen. But his robustness and his fitness level has gone up significantly, which makes it more competitive for him to challenge the other guys that play up front. But like I mentioned just now regarding Keats as well, we have so many games coming up. So I'm happy that Talis is in a place that he can help us like he did against Westchester, and making sure that we have a very competitive attacker in the lineup as well when we start playing these MLS games like we do.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.